What's up, everybody? It's your favorite South Carolina Gamecock fan, Carolina Jackpot, coming at you. This is not a trash talk video. This is none of that stuff, so slow your roll with the thumbs down. I'm not here to trash talk your teams. I'm not here to bash Georgia or bash Clem Dump or, I just bashed them a little bit there, Clemson or anybody else like that. Here to make a little informational video about the content of the channel and what's going to be coming our way during the college football season 2018. If you were here last year in 2017, which if you were, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for that. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. If you like the content, make sure you hit the little subscribe button and click the bell so that you get notified whenever Carolina Jackpot posts a video. We are going to do picks against the spread this year, just like we did in 2017. Did about 20 or so games every week and did pretty well. Some weeks really knocked it out of the park. Some weeks my feet never left the ground, if you know what I'm saying. They were just terrible. Some weeks are harder to pick than others, and taking games and picking them against the spread, that requires a little bit more skill than just picking games straight up. I mean, anybody can do that and get 75% of them right or so. It takes a true true skill to be able to pick games against the spread and get a whole lot of them right. It really does. That's why people win a little bit of money when they really pick the hard ones correctly. So I am by no means an expert, and this is just an informational type thing to give to everybody else out there. I in no way support sports gambling. This channel is not about sports gambling. If you think that it is, it's not. So that's that. This is pretty much just fun for me, and it helps me educate myself a little bit about the teams. You know, I have to do a little bit of research on each team, you know, the ones I don't know a whole heck of a lot about. And of course, I know all about South Carolina, I know all about Clemson, I know all about Georgia, I know all about Alabama, but you know, I don't know so much about Minnesota. I don't know a heck of a lot about Illinois or Rutgers. So I have to do a little bit of research on them. So it helps me kind of stimulate my brain, man. So that's what the thing's all about. It's just fun for everybody. So make sure that you're subscribed and you get notifications whenever I post them. We'll be doing it on Wednesdays this year. Plan on making sure that it gets done on Wednesday every week so that we stay consistent. And about 20 games or so. Last year, 20 games was about what we did, sometimes even more than that if it was a really good week and there were a lot of games to do. And no difference this year. Some weeks there are a lot more interesting games than others. Sometimes it seems like about week number 3, there's just a lot of games that nobody has a whole heck of a lot of interest in, so we might not do 20 that week. It might be scaled back to 15, I don't know. But just stay tuned, you'll see what happens. This is an example of VegasInsider.com's spreads on a few games for next week, and what I'm going to plan on doing is going by the official lines, which normally come out on CBS, and they're come out on Wednesday last year, or Tuesday even, and I would pick against those. You know, those were the official lines. I didn't see those pop in for the week 0, as I called it, games this week until Saturday, like right before the game. So it got me kind of worried that they're not going to show them this year. So I might have to find another source for my official lines. But if it comes to that, I will definitely do so. I made a few videos this year, actually 2 of them, where I picked against the spread in the West Virginia-Tennessee game and also picked against the spread in the Florida Atlantic-Oklahoma game, 2 games that kind of interest me a little bit. So make sure you go check those videos out. They'll be down in the description box below. The links to them will, as a matter of fact. So, guys, I'm looking forward to it. This is going to be a great college football season. I have not decided yet whether I'm going to do these videos on a live stream or I'm just going to post up a video. You never know with me. You may get a little bit of a surprise, but make sure you check that stuff out. We got some good content coming. Make sure that you pray for these folks down in Jacksonville, Florida, man. These just crazy. I was actually able to see this on that YouTube live stream clip that they posted up. They're shooting at that fantasy football deal, the PlayStation deal or whatever they were doing down there. Just horrific, man. Just the screams and stuff you heard in the background while that was going on. It's just, I don't know what this world's coming to sometimes. It's sad. A lot of people, they need some kind of outlet to explore. I mean, it's sad what's going on in some of these places. Shooting outside high school football games. And there ain't no sense in all this foolishness. You know, I don't know if the world we live in today is really more violent or if it's just the fact that it's getting blown up by social media. You know, I know for a fact that I've seen stats that said murders are down in some larger U.S. cities, but social media, you know, blows all this stuff up. You know, there's no telling what kind of craziness happened, you know, 25, 30 years ago that you never really knew about because it was never blown up on social media. The big news stories you got, but I'm getting off on a tangent here, so I don't need to be talking about on my thing. But make sure you check the videos out, guys. We're going to do some good stuff this year. We got some great viewership last year. When I started doing these videos, when I really started growing my sub count. And I expect no less than that this year. I'm looking for some great viewership and with some great participation, great comments and all that. If you hadn't checked out my Trash Talk videos, go check out the last Georgia video. It's a great one. Everybody loves it. Right now we're at like 65 thumbs down and growing. Just keep on going, baby, because every time you give a thumbs down to me, I get a few more pennies in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? All right. I'll see y'all later. Peace, and I'm out of here. Go Gamecocks and go Coach Muschamp. Woo! Spurs up, baby.